wanted to make a video today about talking about the fact that some black men do not appreciate, value, respect, love, and care about their own women. And the reason I'm making this video is because I've recently stumbled across a couple of, or a few videos showing these black teenagers who were just assaulting black women like crazy and videotaping the whole fucking thing as if they even want to get caught, showing their face, showing just what disturbing, sickening thing they're doing, which is so wicked and especially heartbreaking, and laughing about it, mocking any of the black teenage girls that they were assaulting physically in just the most just horrific ways that you could imagine. Like, I saw a video of these black teenagers in Washington, D.C., because it just happened recently, like a few days ago or something like that, where they took this black teenage girl who was only 17, who lived in the same neighborhood, and they put her headfirst in a dumpster, and she was trying to keep her hands on the side of the dumpster to make it so that she wouldn't fall in or whatever, but they lifted her up by her legs, and then they just pretty much tossed her in there. And then they were laughing at her, videotaping it, mocking her and all that. And, you know, at first she was laughing out of humiliation, but soon after she started crying. And it just literally broke my heart, because not only is that incredibly disgusting what they did and evil, but also the fact that she could have died. I mean, she could have got cut on broken glass. She could have banged her head really hard on the inside of the dumpster. And also keep in mind that, of course, and obviously, there's maggots inside dumpsters, knowing that maggots pretty much feast on garbage, and so do rats and mice. And it's just so cruel what those guys did to her. And I don't even know if they got caught. And I'm pretty sure even if they do, the justice system won't be so hard on them, because they'll probably pity them because they probably grew up without a dad or some shit, and that's no fucking excuse. And they'll probably be let out the very next day, which is just sickening. And, you know, the thing that also broke my heart is when she got out of the dumpster, I don't know how she was able to get out, but I guess somebody probably either saved her or she got out herself. The guys in like another clip were calling her an ugly bitch and saying, "Damn, you're an ugly bitch." And there was other clips of them tripping her and like making her fall into some bushes.
Kiss him hard, sweetheart. Kiss him. Give him a hug, sweetheart. He gon' kiss you back. Don't y'all be kissing all the time? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stop bluffing on her, Mel. Go ahead, kiss him. Kiss him. Kiss him. Blow him a kiss. Blow him a kiss. Give him a kiss. Blow him a kiss. Oh, he running for the... Blow him a kiss. Put it on him. Oh, what the fuck? She gone in the dark room. They putting her in the dark room. They put her in the dark room. Whoop her ass! Whoop her ass! Whoop her ass!
this shit, bitch.
There she goes. She's out the trash, y'all.
Get the fuck.
She's out the trash.
Get the fuck, bitch.
So a few nights ago in Washington, D.C., this young lady here was thrown in the dumpster by some lowlives. Apparently throwing a human being into a dumpster where she could have gotten hurt by maybe broken glass, something sharp, you know, rats, maggots. You know, that wasn't enough. So not only did these dusty throw this young lady in a dumpster, stalk, harass, and physically assault her, they also posted it on their social media accounts. Each and every one of them. They posted it on their social medias and said, "We trashing bitches all summer 2020. No, y'all niggas gonna be in jail all summer 2020. And I know there's a large movement, defund the police. I need to sit down with somebody and talk about this because that might work well for black men. But who's going to protect black women from black men and white supremacists? Who's going to do it if we don't have police? Because we are not protected. And I want you to get out of your feelings. If you are a man who is a good man, who protects his wife, his children, and any woman he comes across, thank you, my brother. You are doing what you are supposed to do as a man in the community. Okay? So you should not be offended by what I'm about to say in this video. Now, if the shoe fits, you will be offended. If the shoe fits you, maybe not you, maybe it fits your brother, maybe it fits your cousin, maybe it fits your daddy, all the niggas that you hang out with. If the shoe fits, it is what it is. Because at this point, I'm not here to protect nobody's feelings. When our lives are literally at stake every single day, whether we're in the front lines, whether we're protesting, whether we're just hanging out, minding our business. Because this is not the only video. You know, let me take my time. We're gonna get through this. This is gonna be a little lengthy. Because like I said, that's not the only instance. And the sad part is, we're only seeing this because it's being recorded. Y'all dumb niggas committing crimes against black women and recording it and laughing like it's funny. Or like you're sending a warning to all black women, like, we will beat y'all asses.
Bloody. You're bloody. Oh! Yo. Oh, she in a freezer. Oh, she in a freezer though.
Go in the freezer then.
Just get in.
Come on.
Who? Get in the car? Hey. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm about to out. Oh my God, I said one more thing when I knock you out. Say one more thing when I knock you out.
Come on now. Yeah, I got you now. It's just some water. You'll survive.
I spent $1,000 on my head, you flat!
Man, come on. It's not that bad.
What the you mean it's not that bad? You threw me in a lake!
I mean, you're being a crybaby. You didn't even go that far.
I did! If it wasn't for me grabbing on that taking the away from me.
I mean, but there's a rope. I would have saved you. There's a rope. I would have saved you. You see the rope right there?
No, get the off of this air. You filming me?
You see that rope right there?
Right now, you think that's funny?
No, I would have just stick the rope out and I would just throw it out.
Wait for me. I'm not going nowhere with you. I'll find my own way home.
Calm down. It's not that bad. You'll be alright.
Oh my God, I could have died. I'm water? Oh my God, is that water doing that right now?
It's just water. Just the fish from swimming in there.
Stop crying, now. No. You can't get out right now. No. Lord have mercy.
Black women learn at an early age, fend for yourself.
You be in the ocean right now.
Who is Dave?
Why does it matter who Dave is? Why does it matter? Does it matter who Dave is? I don't know who Dave is.
Get off, bro.
Get off. Why would I get off out here? I'm in the ocean.
Get off the jet ski.
Get off.
Get off, bro. Yep. Now, bro. I take a black life. Fuck you talking about. Black lives don't matter to me. Hey, what? They want me to keep it 100. What? Black lives don't matter to me. I take a black life. You hear me? That shit don't matter to me. Nah, bro. I'm tired of the game, bro. That shit jumping. Black lives don't matter to me, bro.
See, every dog has his day. All right. And y'all niggas that think y'all so tough and so strong, you gonna come across the wrong one day. And you won't be able to tell the story. Matter of fact, you will. But you'll probably need a machine to do it.
Crime, especially violent crime, is committed by males. So let's take that 13% and halve that to around 6. But not all males are criminals, meaning less than 6% of the population in 2019 were responsible for 52.2% of robberies, 51.2% of murder and non-negligent manslaughter, 42.2% of prostitution and commercialised vice, 41.8% of weapons possessions, 36.4% of violent crime, 34.9% stolen property, 33.2% for aggravated assault, 31.2% of other assaults, 30.7% disorderly conduct, 30.2% larceny theft.
Guys, note that all the statistics I'm going to be referring to apply to Black women that live in America. Number 1, murder. Now, according to blackburncenter.org, Black women are 2 times more likely to be murdered than white women. And 9 out of 10 of those times, it is at the hand of a Black man. Also, according to Black femicide statistics and theguardian.com, and Black women lose their lives in America every 5.5 hours. That's about 4 Black women that will pass away daily. And once again, 92% of the times, that is at the hands of a Black man. Now, also according to blackburncenter.org, Black women are 30 to 50% more likely to experience domestic violence and 3 times more likely to be killed by their partner during a domestic violence altercation. And once again, 92% of the time, that partner is a Black man. 40% of all Black women will experience domestic violence in their lifetime in comparison to 31% for all other races of women on average. And now moving on to Black female rape stats. According to APA.org, February 2020, African American women were at a disproportional rate of being sexually assaulted, and 35% of all African American women had experienced sexual assault in their lifetime, and 60% of those cases will happen before she's even 18, guys. So just like the first stats that I read to you, where they broke it up based on age categories for how Black women were losing their lives, and it said that young Black girls between the ages of 1 and 19, they lost their lives the most and they were preyed upon the most. This sexual assault statistic that shows that 60% of all the sexual assault done to Black women happens before they're 18 definitely confirms that. The report also says for every 1 reported case of sexual assault, there is 15 that goes unreported. Black women are 2 times more likely to be sexually assaulted by a Black man than white women are to be sexually assaulted by white men, as well as almost 2 times more than the national average. Child support that Black women receive / average amount of child support that Black men pay. Now, as we know, most Black women have Black children and Black babies' fathers, so child support goes off the male's income. Now, when you Google the average amount of child support, the national average is about $5,450 annually, and that's about $430 per month. Now, as we all know, child support is based off of the man's income, and according to BLS.gov, Black men's average income in 2022 is about $807 per week, putting them at about $41,964 per year. And for white men, it's about $1,129 per week, for about $58,708 annually. Now, on average, that means Black men make about 71% of what white men make. So keeping to that theory, we can also guess that Black men pay about 71% of the child support that white men pay. So if the average white man in America pays only about $5,450 a year in child support, that means that the average Black man in America pays about $3,869.50 worth of child support annually. And to be even more specific, that's about $322.45 per month. So when you hear these Black men complaining about child support and how child support is the reason why they keep going in and out of jail, and the system is keeping them broke and keeping the Black man down with all this child support stuff, it's literally $3,869 annually and $322 a month that these men are complaining about and constantly trying to lower for the illegitimate children that they continue to bring into this world. Now, guys, as we know, that is nothing, okay? For that to be the general overall average is actually quite sickening, because it means that a lot of these single mothers that are doing it on their own and the father's only contribution is child support, they're essentially receiving little to no help. Because I don't even know if this is enough to put the kid in private school, if this is enough to cover the daycare. The fact that the national average is about $5,450 a year, $454 per month is already bad enough, but Black women aren't even getting that. Black women are literally out here getting $3,800 a year in child support, $322 per month. And that's what Black men won't shut up about. That's the amount that they say Black women are putting them outside of the house for. That's the amount that they'll call Black women gold diggers for, okay? $322.45 per month. $3,800 a year, y'all. That's the amount. Not to mention, Black men have the highest unemployment rates, and a good amount of them earn significantly under the average for a Black man. So technically, that amount could be even lower. And that's only for one child. The more children you have, the less and less and less they pay in child support. Because the percentage that each child receives reduces because there's multiple of them. So Black women, when you hear Black males complaining about child support, just know that it's $3,800 a year that these males are complaining about and trying to lower every single chance they can. So I found this study from the CDC, and this was the most recent credible source that I could find that broke down the leading causes for Black female mortality. And not only did they break it down as a collective, they also specified by different age demographics, which I really appreciated, because you did notice some very alarming trends, especially amongst younger Black girls, pertaining to how these young girls were losing their lives. Now, when you start breaking it down by age demographics, this is when things get very interesting. The CDC used 3 different age demographics. The first one was between ages 1 and 19. The second group was between ages 20 to 44. And then the last group was between ages 45 to 64. Now, according to the CDC, the number one cause of death between Black female children and girls is unintentional injuries. I'm assuming that's when the child is, playing around. Maybe they fall down, hit their head at school, at home, etc. So I'm guessing that's what they mean by unintentional injuries, stuff like that. But unintentional injuries is the number one reason why little Black female children and girls between the ages of 1 and 19 are passing away at a rate of 27.8%. Now, the second group, age category 20 to 44, the number one reason why they are passing away is the same as the first group, unintentional injuries. Now, can you guys comment down below and tell me what type of injuries is happening between 20 and 44? Like, I don't think it's them just falling down and hitting their head. So does that count as like a car accident or like maybe a domestic violence situation that unintentionally got deadly? I don't know, guys. Comment that down below if those things count as unintentional injuries. Now, for category number 2, the unintentional injuries, that's the number one reason of death, and it's happening at a 17.1% rate. And age category number 3, ages 45 to 64, the number one reason of death at a 30.7% rate is cancer. Deadly behind cancer. Now, this is where things started to get a little scary for me. Now, the number 2 reason why young Black female children and girls are losing their life is due to homicide, you guys. Literally, due to homicide. The Dusties are taking them out at a 15.5% rate. 15.5% of all the young ladies between the ages of 1 to 19 who pass away most likely at the hands of a Black male, and in the more rare cases, a demonic mammy of a mother. And this study was taken in 2016. So that's before the skyrocket in Black femicide and all that other stuff. So I would venture to say that right now it might be at 20%, if not 25 or higher. So 15% of all the deaths that will occur to Black girls between the ages of 1 to 19 will be due to homicide, okay, guys? And 9 times out of 10, that homicide will be at the hands of a Black male. Let that sink in. That is extremely alarming. That the people losing their lives the most amongst the Black female population due to homicide by Black males, the same Black males y'all want to protest to keep laying up with. Oh yeah, the BBC, the same Black male that you're going to bring around your Black female child because you have no problem bringing her into this world so long as she's not a Black male. But you still having all these Dusties around her because you don't want to give up the BBC, even though statistically the Dusties in 2016 were taking your little female children out at a rate of 15%. And now I guarantee you it is significantly higher. Now back to age category number 1. The 4th cause of mortality for them is birth defects at a 6.2%. Age category number 2, 20 to 44. The 4th cause of mortality for them is homicide at a 7% rate. And a little over 92% of the time, the people committing those homicides against Black women between the ages of 20 to 44 are, of course, Black men. Category number 3, ages 45 to 64. The 4th cause of mortality for them is stroke at a 4.9%. Now, age category number 1, 1 to 19, the 5th cause of mortality for them is heart disease at a 4.4%. Category number 2, 20 to 44 years old, the 5th cause of mortality for them is diabetes at 3.8%. And category number 3, the 5th cause of mortality for them is unintentional injuries at 4.6%. Now for category number 1, ages 1 to 19, the 6th cause of mortality is suicide at 4.2%. Now, guys, this one shocked me as well because I did not think that suicide would be top 10 for any one of these categories, let alone the youngest female group. And this just let me know that, yes, of course, Black women need to focus on getting their mental health right, need to get ourselves in therapy and do the internal work. But we also can't forget about Black female children, adolescents, and young ladies. Young Black girls have to deal with whatever they have going on at home with their parents. In addition to that, a lot of times they have to go through stuff at school, whether that's bullying, whether that's social anxiety. Oftentimes at the age 16 and older, they have a job, a little part-time job that could also be another stressor to them. Plus, they're going through all these hormonal changes as their bodies and their minds are developing. And we already know they are the most likely to be sexually and physically preyed upon by black men. So when you put all that stuff together, right, add on the social media, how the world tells young black girls that they're less than and they're not as good as other groups of young girls, I definitely see how black girls' mental health could be suffering. So black women, make sure you're not just working on your mental health, but if you have children, especially black female children, make sure that their mental health is in check too, and make sure you're checking in with them, because as you can see, suicide is the 6th cause of mortality for young black girls between ages 1 to 19. Now, age category 20 to 44, the 6th cause of mortality is HIV and AIDS. And y'all, I was not shocked by this at all. We already told you the black male population has a huge problem with DL activity, bisexual activity, homosexual activity, and a lot of times these so-called straight black men are in fact trade and get down with other men on the low, but they do such a good job at performing, putting on that masculine costume every day, and demonizing the LGBTQ community, so you would think that they would never be a part of it, but all the while they're participating in those type of activities on the low, coming back and engaging in activity with you unprotected. And best believe when he was with him, he was unprotected as well. So whatever he had going on, or the guys he was messing with had going on, you now have it too. So no, I'm not surprised that HIV is the number 6 reason why black women ages 20 to 44 are passing away. No, that does not shock me at all. I'm actually shocked that the number is 3.4%. I actually expected it to be higher with the amount of DL activity that black men engage in. So there you have it, a compiled list of the black female statistics so that we as black women can know where we stand and can stop letting dusties, mammies, and all black female detractors attempt to shame us by putting out misinformation and inaccurate statistics.